What's up, Bob here. Last record show of the year. It's early. I've got a little cash in my pocket. I got my record bag with me. I'm fairly prepared. Hopefully there's some records here that I've been looking for. I'm quite early, so I should be one of the first people through the door. Let's see what happens. Yo, what's up, Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 59. That's right, folks, number 59. As you can see from the top of the video, there was a record show this weekend, and it was the last record show of the year. I was super excited. I had a list of things I was looking for, and I got there early. I was like third in line to get in. Everything was really it was going pretty good. I had some money in my pocket, and as I was standing at the door, I was looking at the room, and I started to notice some of the vendors weren't there. I mean, we are getting close to Christmas. People's money is tight, and, you know, some of the people from out of town sellers, that are normally at this particular show decided to skip it. My guy from Nashville, Dan from Motor Soul Records, he usually has lots of punk and metal, and I really love buying records from him. He wasn't there. There's a couple dudes from up in Cincinnati. They also decided to skip the show, and I started to get a little bit bummed out. There was only like 15 people behind me in line, and I was thinking, man, this show might not be that great. But I was there, so I decided to tough it out. 10 o'clock came and we went on inside. And I rounded the corner and there was an old guy there. He had some good looking crates. And I was looking for a copy of Frank Zappa's Hot Rats. So I thought I'll start in a Z's and work my way back. You know, I'm flipping, I'm looking in the Z's, no Hot Rats. I'm moving through the alphabet and I'm in the W's. So I'm like, I am looking for a Waylon record. For over 2 years now, I've been looking for this record. And I noticed this guy has got a huge amount of outlaw country records. And I'm thinking, I'm liking what I'm seeing. He's got every Waylon Jennings record. There's no way he doesn't have it. Is this the day that the over 600-day search for Waylon Jennings' Honky Tonk Heroes ends? And lo and behold, yes, it was. Bam, I pulled it in the shrink, mint condition. It's not the very first pressing, but it is an original pressing. It's on a black Dynaflex label. It's supposed to be on the orange if it's the very, very first. But this is a very, very nice copy. Probably as good as it's going to get from me. If you don't know, every song on this record was written by Billy Joe Shaver and Waylon Jennings. It is a fantastic record filled with awesome songs. You know, I've been looking and looking and looking for it. I have the Vinyl Gods bestowed this one upon me, and you know how it is. Now I'll probably see 10 or 15 of them everywhere I go, but I am super happy to have it. I'm super happy. Really glad. I paid $25 for it. Full disclosure, if you will. So I keep on moving, and next I pull this. I'm at the cellar next door to the old guy now, and I pull this. Bam! Black Sabbath Volume 4. I know what you're thinking. Bob, you have Black Sabbath Volume 4. That's right. Boom. Black Sabbath Volume 4 on Vertigo, no less. Beautiful copy, too. That said, this is on that olive green Warner Brothers label, and it is dead mint. I mean, it can't get any more mint than this. All the corners are intact. The spine is perfect. No ring wear. The vinyl's spotless. I thought it was a reissue. It was $20, and or 22, okay? And I'm thinking, oh my God. And the lady says, do you have $24? And I said, yes. And she says, how are you fixed for Jeff Beck? And I said, pretty good. Why? What do you got? And she says, I got a copy of Wired here. I'll throw in for $2. Because I think the sellers were getting the vibe that they needed to make their money back on the booth rental right away. So she throws this in for $2. Boom. Jeff Beck's Wired first U.S. pressing, mint condition. Funny thing, I was just talking to Jeffrey Lee Puckett, and I said, Jeff, do you have Wired? He said, I've got 4 copies. I said, I need one. He said, no problem. I've got you covered. So I've been out in record stores looking for it. I'm talking to Puckett. He's got one for me. And then a lady gives me one. I get home. I've already got one. What is going on with me? You know. So I've got, you know, I've got the Jeff Beck Wired. Okay, the one I had at home is on Epic. It's a later repress, and it's got some ring wear and whatnot. But I had it. I'm glad the lady threw this one in for me because it's real nice. Plays awesome. So does this one, though, turns out. It sounds really good. So I was really stoked on that. If you don't have Jeff Beck's Wired, you need to go get it right now. It might be his best record. It might be. It's really, really, really good. And it sounds incredible. So, if you don't have it, go get it. If you like the electric guitar at all, you deserve to own that record. Do something nice for yourself. So I'm looking around, and I wasn't finding much. And I did run into a copy of that Chick Corea record that they put out on the Tone Poet. I think it was originally released on Solid State. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, I could get this. This is cool, an original, you know. And I put it down. I thought, I'll look around a little more. Because I didn't have a whole lot of money on me. And I seen these two fellas in the corner. They're kind of flea market dudes. Kind of junkers, if you will. I don't want to disparage them, but, you know, they're there every time, and they are serious record collectors and sellers. And they usually have like a lot of classic rock and a lot of Zappa and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go over here and look for Hot Rats. And I just walk up to, they only got like 4 boxes between the two of them. And so I just go to the left side there, and I flip, and I see this. Before I show this record, I just want to say, several people have showed this record on the VC, and every time I've watched a video where they showed the record, I thought, I've got to get that record. I need that record. I wanted it so bad, and I was staring it in the face. Deep Groove, RVG stamped, mono, Prestige, Bam, Miles Davis Quintet, Cookin', VG Plus. This thing is righteous, okay? Very, very nice copy of the record. Had $80 on it. I said, would you take $40? Because remember, I'm running low on cash. And he says, I'll take $40. I said, sold. Gave him the money. And I held it next to my heart like this. And I could feel the spirit of Miles Davis coursing through my veins. And that's when I looked down and I saw this. Bam. Working. With the Miles Davis Quintet. Beautiful, clean copy. Okay? Had $70 on it. And I thought, I don't have $70 on me. But as I was holding this, looking at it, trying to determine if I was going to buy it or not, I noticed this. Boom. Lush Life, John Coltrane. Deep Groove, mono, RVG. Prestige. And I said, oh my God, I've been looking for this record for such a long time. And he says, well, there's a money machine right out in the hallway. And I said, well, what do you have to have for it? And he said, well, I'll sell it to you for $40. So I run to the hallway and I hit the money machine and I get $40. And I run back and I hand it to him. $3 fee, may I add, because, you know, I'm using an ATM machine that's not in network, okay? And now I've got Lush Life. Right? And I'm really happy because I got Cookin' and I got Lush Life. But I'm still sitting here staring at Working for $70. And right behind it is Soul Train, RVG, Deep Groove, mono, on Prestige. He's got 60 on this one. He's got 70 on this one. I just went to the money machine. He knows he's got all my cash. And I'm like, I want these records. And he's saying, go back to the money machine. I said, I'm not going to spend another $3 to buy these. And meanwhile, my buddy John standing next to me, he's like, you're not leaving without those records. I'm like, I know I'm not leaving without those records. And the guy says, make me an offer. And I say, how about $60 for the two? He says, absolutely not. No way. That's highway robbery. Said, how about 70? And he says, sold, U.S. American. I run back out to the hallway. I get $70 out of the... Well, I actually got $100 out of the machine because I'm thinking, who knows what else is going to happen. So I come back. I give him the $70. And he gives me 10. I gave him $80. He gave me 10 back. I had $30 left. I thank the gentleman. You know, I'm clearly ecstatic because of my recent jazz purchases. And I start walking towards the door. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of here. You know, I'm gonna walk with this $30. And right before I exit, I look over and there's an old guy there, and he has a box of jazz records, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll look. First record in the box, boom, Miles Davis jazz track, 6i Columbia, VG, somewhere between VG and VG plus, okay. And I'm thinking, oh man, I love that cover, and I really want that record. $20 is what he had on it. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. $20, this is no problem. I'm getting it. And then I look over, and there's this. Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder, Blue Note, New York, 15. And I say, I'll give you $30 for these two records. And he says, no problem. And sells them to me. Okay. So now that the story has been told, okay. Let me give you some notes on these records for a second here. Okay. First of all. Couple things. I had a copy of The Sidewinder, right? This was a Liberty that I already had. Real nice. It's not as nice as the New York I just got. I paid $29 for this. Got this one for $15. I don't know how this happens, but yeah. Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder. Great record. You know, I like trumpet, but it's not my absolute favorite horn. I'm more of a sax guy, you know. So I do like that record. It's not my favorite Lee Morgan record. There's others that I prefer. Another, I had let's see what else here. I had my copy of Soul. I had another copy of Soul Train that was pretty beat. And, you know, the spine was really crispy on it. I don't know if you can see that. If you asked me if Soul Train was one of my favorite John Coltrane records, the answer would be no. Is it a good record? Yeah. Red Garland is on this, I believe. I'm pretty sure as well. It's pretty good. Okay. But, so I do have two copies of that, but one is much nicer than the other. Now, jazz track. Side one is like, okay, but side 2 is where it's at. You got Cannonball Adderley, you got Coltrane, you got Bill Evans. You know, it's really, really good. Okay? It's really good. Working. This is a real heater from start to finish. Period. It is a beautiful sounding record. You cannot go wrong with this. John Coltrane, Red Garland, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones, Miles Davis. Dope. Okay. Lush Life. Okay. Side 1, track 2, awesome song. Check it out. If you have to, just get on the internet or whatever. Cooking. This is a blazing record from start to finish. Kicks off at My Funny Valentine. It's a beautiful record. Just find it, listen to it. So the record show is over. Now we have a thing in our town that happens every so often. It's called the Flea Off Market. Okay? And, you know, it's like ceramic mugs and little, you know, kind of crafty things a lot of the times. But there are some records there. And the wife wanted to go, so we went. I wanted to go too. I thought I might be able to find like a cool hat or something, but no such luck. But I did see a crate of records, and I flipped through them, and you're never going to believe this. Boom. Betty Davis, They Say I'm Different. Original pressing. That's right. I already have one. But mine's like kind of bent up right here. It has like, you know, it obviously isn't currently bent, but it has like, you know, some marks right there. This is a really nice copy of this record. And this is a funky album. A very funky album. Oddly enough, a lot of people got turned on to this record and also turned on to this record, the Honky Tonk Heroes, because Mike Judge did, he's the guy who did Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill and all that. He did, you know, a series of cartoons outlining the careers of both Betty Davis and like a whole series of outlaw country. I will try to link some of that in the comments. So it was a fairly epic record show, and just, you know, finding records in general, obviously. But you know, I would say it's probably in the top 10 days I've had record hunting. I mean, this group of jazz records right here is just, I think the fact that this is insane. The fact that it totally caught me off guard. This is basically near mint. I mean, it's incredible. Wait a minute. Okay. I mean, it just blew me away, you know. So, yeah. We have been feverishly working on the pre-production for our record that we're about to record. My band, Condors in the System. If you haven't heard us, please check us out on every streaming platform, including here on YouTube. I will link to our Bandcamp at the end of this video. Please check out our most recent recording, music from the Eagle Nebula. And we are going to start recording again very soon, and I'll be putting up some videos kind of you know, taking you along the journey of the recording of our new record. So that should be pretty cool. I still have a fat stack of records that I haven't shown that I got before Record Store Day. So this record show haul here kind of interfered with me showing those records. So that'll be coming out soon. I know I've been talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it some more. State of the System video coming out where I'm going to show what's going on with my stereo. And I talked to Jeffrey Lee, and we're going to do a video soon. And it's going to be fantastic. So please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment down below. Until we meet again. That's right, folks. Bob out.